Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy.
Hey, say, you know what time it is? It's episode number 92 of the Maki Kane podcast. We're finna get back to it, right back to the regularly scheduled program. You know what time it is? What you got to say, Kane?
Yeah, do you know what it is, man? We're back here to start some more game on the ground from the ground. So just grab the pan and we're ready for the next round. So sit back, grab the snacks, our drinks, our we whatever the fuck the case may be, and listen up, fools.
All right, with that being said, first I want to talk about the little baby Zest Fest. So, you see this shit right here in the picture. This is apparently a picture that they took on the yacht. And you'll see this with a lot of rappers like Meek Mill, Mike, Lil Baby, and all these other rappers that chill with billionaires like Michael Rubin and or whatever the fuck his name is. And these dudes are the most street of the street. They're the most gangster of the gangster till they get around billionaires. The next thing you know, these billionaires are calling them names, touching them, hugging on them. And if you look here in this picture, that is two grown men, one from behind on his ass, and an NBA basketball player hugging him from the front. And there's another one of him hugging him from behind, and he's all smiles. So, you know, all these dudes like saying, yeah, Lil Baby's a real one. He's a gangster. He's a realest of the realest. It seems like he swings the other way. And my thing is, if you swing the other way, if you're, one of the LGBT motherfuckers, then you just need to come out and say it. Quit portraying this tough-ass lifestyle. And you say, money don't change me, whatever. This billionaire got you turning into his bitch. So what you got to say about this situation, this current picture, and these rappers and how they bend, break, and disassimilate for billionaires?
They always say, yeah, man, there no amount of money could ever get me to do this, that, and third, man. I'm street, I'm thug, I keep it 100, man. I do this, I do that. I went to the penitentiary and walked the yard. I did this, that, and third. And like, yeah, well, yeah, no, I can't speak because this shit got me so damn flabbergasted. But when they get around the people who have all that money, they become they make them people they sugar daddies. Whether they a dude or a female, they turn into a slave for the money. Oh, you want me to bend over? Okay, bet. Oh, you want to come hug me from behind? Come on over here, put your arms around me. It's all right. Oh, you want to fuck me from the front and from the back? Bet. Let me get on my knees real quick while the other one get from behind. Yeah. Nah. These people they sit around and say that they they portray an image that they clearly do not uphold in real life. You know, that looks a little too friendly, a little too. They look like they're a little too into it. You know, for them to be thug, to be gangster, to be this, that, and the third. So he looked like he enjoyed all of it. He looked like he enjoyed being a gay slave for the money.
These rappers ain't real, and while y'all trying so hard to live up to this gangster image, they don't even live up to it. They be sitting around rapping, I'm a thug, I'm gonna kill my own brother, I'm a bitch. They be saying all that shit, then they go out here and do this. So this is what I gotta say. If these are your heroes, man, you need to reevaluate your whole fucking life. Now to pivot on to the next topic, UFC 290. So I want to pull up the fight card and we're gonna give our quick opinions on each fight, as it was a very action-packed event. It was a very action-packed event, and there was a lot of knockouts. There was a lot of quick-ass knockouts in this thing. So let's look at the card and see what we think. We both watched it, so. Okay, main event in the evening was Alexander Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez. Yair just seemed like the weaker fighter. You could argue he has a lot less experience. He got a lot of those quick kicks off, but it just did not seem like it was enough for someone like Volkanovski. Volkanovski just kept beating him to the punch, kept beating him to everything. And anytime that he feared the spontaneous kicking ability of Yair, he just take him down to the ground. And Yair didn't know what the fuck to do on the ground. So what was your opinion of that fight?
That one was pretty interesting. You know, the fact he didn't know what to do on the ground shows that the other one knew where his ability was and where his advantage was. See, in fights and stuff like that, you gotta know your opponent to know where your advantage is. If you don't study your opponent and you don't figure out where he's weak at, and you don't strengthen the area where he's weak at, you're not gonna know how to beat him. You know, that goes for any type of fight, whether it's boxing, wrestling, MMA, whatever the case may be. You got to study your opponent to be able to understand how to take him down and win. So I think he did pretty good there, you know, being able to get him on the ground to keep him from throwing them kicks.
All right. Next fight was Brandon Moreno versus Alexandre Pantoja. I thought that fight was a draw, but you really could have given it either other way. Like it could have went to Moreno. A lot of people say Moreno got robbed. I feel like his ignorance during round 2, whenever he had Pantoja on the brink of elimination, not capitalizing, that wasn't the best decision that he could have made, which ultimately led to Pantoja being able to get his groove back. And it just seemed like once Pantoja got his face fucked up and he took a certain amount of hits, it's like he went numb to it and he just kept going forward and going fucking forward, crawling up the dude's back. He was doing all types of shit, and that black belt jiu-jitsu definitely showed out. So what was your opinion of that fight?
I think that one was probably my favorite fight that I've seen that night. It had a lot of explosive movements in there. They kept up the same energy throughout the whole fight. You know, very fast, very quick. They were quick to get out of the grappling on the ground, dude. It was. I think it was one of the best fights so far that I've seen, as far as stamina and agility and all that stuff. You know, it's very hard. If y'all ain't never been in the ring, if y'all ain't never even fought before, it's very hard to keep that energy up throughout all of those rounds. You know, without dropping an ounce of without dropping a gear. It's crazy, dude. So yeah, that one. I felt like it was a draw too. They both did. They both did enough to win. I think that they should probably have one more fight. Uh, because I think that I don't know, dude. They both showed out really well. I loved watching that fight.
For sure, for sure. The next fight was Robert Whitaker versus Dricus du Plessis. Hell of a fight. This one blew me out the water. It just seemed like Robert Whitaker was on the defensive more than the offense of this fight, and du Plessis just kept going forward. There was a couple times where it seemed like he was going to get finished, but he just kept going forward. He's a very underrated fighter coming out of South Africa, and it was a picture perfect opportunity for Israel Adesanya. For any of you who didn't see, Izzy says that he manifested this situation and all that bullshit. But this was the perfect opportunity for Israel Adesanya to get fresh blood in a sense, and he also has this gripe against Dricus for claiming that he's a king of Africa, and he doesn't think that he should be able to say that because he's black, because he's white, which I think is stupid. And this is just another character flaw with Israel Adesanya. I like certain parts of his character, but this stupid tribal bullshit is retarded. I understand that he's trying to sell a fight, but if fucking du Plessis got in his face like that and called him cracker, 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 cracker all over again, we'd be having a completely different conversation. And this is exactly like I saw Dana White say, who gives a shit? But man, if the shoe was on the other foot, people would be having a whole different conversation. And if du Plessis would have called him a nigga, it would have been a whole different conversation if he went Nick Fuentes mode. So I'm going to play this clip, and then I'm going to let Kane break down and give his opinion on the fight, the future fight with Izzy and du Plessis, and then obviously what he thinks about the situation. So one moment. I'm going to play this other version. The other one on the UFC, it's better quality, but they blurted out what he said, which defeats the whole purpose. So I'm going to play this uncensored one. It's overhead camera.
What's up, bitch? What's up, nigga? Yeah, nigga. What's up, nigga? Nigga? Yeah, my African brother. Yeah, my African brother. What's up, nigga? I'm African, but I ain't no brother of yours, son. Nigga, let's go. Nigga, do it. So what are you saying to everybody in New Zealand? What are you saying? I'll tell you one thing, yo. I don't need a DNA test. I don't need a 36 and me to know where I'm from. You know, if I do a 26 and me, that's not from Nigeria. Do a 26 and me DNA test. It'll tell you where you're from. I will show you where you're from.
So what you think about that whole scenario, Kane, the fight, and then obviously that? If you're speaking, by the way, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, dude. Of course, fucking Kane always has some dumbass issue going on. We can't hear you speaking. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I don't know what the fuck Kane's got going on.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can.
I don't know what the heck. Anyways, the fight with Whitaker and du Plessis, I thought was, if that's how you pronounce the name, I thought it was a pretty good fight. The way he came back from that, bro, I didn't think he was gonna make it. There were a few different points where I was like, yeah, he's about to get dropped. He about to get dropped. Next thing I know, he comes back like on some Rocky Balboa shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So that really caught me off guard. I enjoyed watching that. That's the thing that I like seeing in fights and stuff like this, is seeing people who are about to lose come back from an L and take the W. It goes to show their heart and their stamina. But anyways, on this situation, I hope Izzy gets his ass whooped. I hope he gets his ass whooped. You can't make this shit up, bro. He said he manifests this situation, whatever the case may be. Who cares? You're right when you said if the shoe was on the other foot, everybody would be tripping and having a fucking different conversation. And yeah, man, I hope, all because he's quote unquote white or whatever the case may be, that he hates him because of that shit that he said. I hope he gets his ass whooped and he gonna really learn. Damn, I fucked up. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see who wins or who loses. I can't say who I think will win or lose, what the fuck. So yeah, man, that's what I think about that. I hope he gets his ass whooped.
All right, then lastly, final fight of the main card was Dan Hooker versus Jalen Turner, and that was a very high action fight as well. I really thought that Jalen Turner put up a good fight, but you could just tell he was out of it after that certain punch that he caught to the face. And also there is one more fight that I forgot about. So, but yeah, Jalen Turner and Dan Hooker was a hell of a fight. I thought it went the way they were supposed to, and Dan Hooker really battled back after that loud ass kick that he caught to the face. What'd you think of that fight?
Yeah, that kick, bro. I don't get how he survived that kick. I thought when I heard that kick, I said, "There's no way in hell he's still standing." You know, some people just have thick ass fucking skulls. I mean, for real. Like I'll tell you right now, if I got kicked with that kick, I'd probably be asleep. I ain't even gonna lie. But that's what happens when you train hard and you do what you're supposed to do for a fight. Is you can take a lot of them hard ass kicks. But yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. They both did what they were supposed to do. I thought it was a good fight. You know, so yeah.
Then the final fight, actual fucking final fight of the main event was Bo Nickel versus Val Woodburn. Bo Nickel steamrolled him. He beat him in 38 fucking seconds, bro. Bo Nickel has showed his expertise as all around combat. I can't even fucking talk today. He's shown his growth in areas outside of wrestling. He's obviously all-American wrestler, yada yada yada. But he's showing that he's a striker. He went and took dude out. What'd you think about that fight? It went by pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, bro. It's interesting to see fights that end that quick because it's like, damn, they really going for it. You know, so, some people they'll let it draw out because they want to put on a show or they want to test the other person. But that boy, he went straight for it. He wasn't playing no games at all, and I respect it because he's on the ground for that shit. You know, he wants it real bad. So, ain't saying there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, damn, some people they really do be like monsters.
He went in and hit his ass, knocked him down like one of their targets when you practice in target practice like on MW2 back in the day. Or nowadays like on fucking Modern Warfare 2 when you could literally just practice shooting down targets mid game, bro. Like you can do that shit mid custom menu. You can do that shit at any time now. That's exactly what it looked like when he punched that nigga down, bro. Like there ain't no, and that just goes to show you, man, just because you built like the Hulk, don't mean you're gonna smash like the Hulk.
Yeah.
They are, the harder they fall. Those big, broad archetypes that look like you belong in the gym, they usually don't pan out that well when it comes to the lower level weight classes in any combat sports.
Yeah, it's facts, man. You know, it's like how a lot of times in prison, you know, the people be real big, but they don't know how to fight. So just because you got a whole bunch of muscle, don't mean you got the know-how. Muscle is only like half of the battle right there. That second half is the know-how. You can't defend yourself with all that muscle if you don't know how. For real.
Yeah. And with that being said, man, we're gonna keep on winning, keep doing what we're doing, man. Yeah. No, Metaverse 10 will be dropping tomorrow. I think Lil Shady finally came out of the depths of the fucking ground and said he's got something working on. No, man, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna keep making y'all mad and we're gonna keep on growing, man. And listen, if you're not subscribed, fuck you. Unsubscribe. And just like I tell y'all niggas on social media, y'all be like, Marky, can you talk to me? Marky, can you? Nigga, if you haven't paid me, then you shouldn't even be trying to talk to me because it's a fee. So with that being said, Kane, I'll let you say what you got to say. Then we're going to get up out of here, man. Shout out to the Top G. Let's go.
That's a fact, bro. A lot of y'all be looking for handouts without putting in no type of work, and that's not how it works. So with that being said, make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. And we will be live later on with our usual shows. So with that being said, make sure y'all tap in. Also, go ahead and get the merch from both of our stores. Maki got his merch. I got my merch. You already know what it is. With that being said, deuces. Shout out to Top G and Top G number 2.
Il était brun, le teint basané, le regard timide, les mains tout abîmées. Il taillait la pierre, fils d'ouvrier. Il en était fier, mais pourquoi vous riez? Non, ne le jugez pas. Vous qui ne connaissez pas les vertiges et le lapin. peur. Vous êtes faussement heureux, vous troquez vos valeurs. Lui, il est tout mon monde, et bien plus que ça. Seul je crie son nom quand vient le désarroi. Et puis tout s'effondre quand il n'est plus là. J'aimerais tellement lui dire, mais je n'ose pas. Lui qui me fait tourner dans le vide, vide, tourner dans le vide, vide, tourner dans le vide. Il m'a fait tourner dans le vide, 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 tourner, tourner dans le vide, tourner dans le vide. Il m'a fait tourner dans le vide, tourner dans le vide, tourner dans le vide. Il me fait tourner dans le vide, tourner dans le vide, tourner dans le vide, tourner dans le vide. Il me fait tourner.
Peace.
Fuck off, y'all hoes.